Industry and education must work together to innovate in the aerospace sector. Farnborough's Innovation Centre was opened by David Willits MP.
Well, thank you very much indeed. It's great to be here, and it's great to see this innovation zone. In fact, I think the innovation zone, as its name implies, is an innovation. We haven't had this at Farnborough before, and it's great that Farnborough has now got a celebration of innovation, both in Britain and around the world, because it clearly is absolutely crucial for the aerospace industry. And what we've got here is a fantastic display. We're very grateful to Airbus for sponsoring this zone, and it's great to see key businesses like Rolls-Royce represented here. But what we've really got here are the key components of innovation for the future. We've got our leading universities, and those people who say that we can't link universities to the world of business should just look at some of the practical projects on display here from our leading universities. They really are focused now very practically on the technological advances that we need. Then we've got the Technology Strategy Board here, and I'm a great fan of the Technology Strategy Board. It really is crucial in linking up the upstream research sponsored by our research councils with business needs. And today we're launching a £250 million delivery plan from the TSB, setting out 60 competitions that they're going to be running over the course of the year, aimed at stimulating innovation across the UK. But then thirdly, as well as the universities and the TSB, we've also got the European angle properly represented, because Horizon 2020, succeeding FP7, is a really important European programme. We understand how important it is for the aerospace industry. It's great to see the European presence here with the representation of the European research area. Bring all that together, and we really do have a sense of optimism for the future, drawing on our capacity to innovate. It's what Farnborough is all about. It's great it's brought together here in the Innovation Zone. I congratulate everyone who has got a stand and a display here, and it gives me great pleasure to declare the Innovation Zone formally open. Thank you very much indeed.
Innovation is the key to success in the British economy. It involves all sectors, but nowhere more so probably than in aerospace. Young people are being encouraged to go through degrees at university, and they get the bug and come into the aerospace industry. Firms like Rolls-Royce, GKN, Airbus, and of course BIS, who are heavily involved in this sector. So let's go meet some of the young people who are making a success of life in aerospace. This is, believe it or not, part of a fuel tank, and it's said to be bulletproof. I think it's manufactured in Portsmouth. Is that right, Alex?
Yes, it is right, yep. It's a ballistic fuel tank designed to obviously protect the fuel from small arms fire. I mean, I wouldn't like to try and see that thing resist a 50 cal, but, it is designed to protect the fuel tank.
Of helicopters, aircraft,
yeah, well, I think this
on
particularly, you'd more like to see, I think, a UAV, if I'm correct.
Right, yeah.
So,
in an unmanned vehicle, and it's made of the same kind of stuff you were telling me as bulletproof vest.
Yeah, well, it's designed to this layer you can see here is designed to absorb the impact, so it's very strong, or very strong. It's very good in compression, so because it dissipates the energy.
And Sophie, GKN are all over the country, well, they're all over the world, but and this is actually manufactured in Portsmouth.
That's right, yeah.
How many people work for GKN? Do you know offhand?
GKN, there's about 10,000 people that work for GKN. I think I've actually got it written on here. 25 facilities and 10,000 employees.
Good heavens above.
So
I mean, you're part of
company.
the economy then, and it's a developing sector, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Aerospace is getting big.
This stand just illustrates the diversity of technologies that we have, and the fact that we're pushing forwards for more technologies. And so the Isle of Wight sector, we tend to do a lot of research into composite, and then at Luton we do a lot of research into coatings and anti-icing. In America we do a lot on metalwork and different products over there as well. So we've got a broad range of...
Forefront of technology.
Yeah,
what are you doing in engineering then?
Well, it's an interesting field of work to be in, and doing research, you get a diverse range of products to work on, which is fantastic.
What about you then, Alice? What brought you into the aerospace industry?
Aerospace, well, it was just an interest in planes, really. I mean, originally I wanted to be a lawyer, but then I read about Bristol University's aerospace course, and it caught my interest. It looked like it'd be great, and it was a lot of hard work, but it was great. I wouldn't have changed it for anything. So.
Well done. Thank you both very much.
That's okay.
Rolls-Royce have a fantastic history of developing and building jet engines. This is a very new development. It uses a special lightweight material, and here are a couple of the guys who have built it. Mark, this is a special lightweight material.
It is, yes. It's actually Lego. It's plastic material. It was made by a company called Bright Bricks. Down in Portsmouth, they're based, and together with two of our graduates and apprentices, they spent 8 weeks assembling this.
Now, you're an apprentice with Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
What are you gaining from this high-tech job?
Yeah, I was an ex-apprentice. I qualified a year and a half ago. But you get a vast kind of array of experience. You get to work in different sectors, different engine builds, strip activities, different machining tasks, and you get to experience things like this. Come to the air show, experience the business side of it as well. So it's a good experience for you.
Adam Lambert, you're a graduate. What did you do your degree in?
My degree was in physics at Durham University, actually, and I think Rolls-Royce can just appreciate that you can apply the technical skills into the company, and they give you plenty of time to train, plenty of time to learn and develop, but also plenty of responsibility as well. To prove
what
yourself.
made the two of you? I'll ask you both the same. I mean, choose this sector, aerospace. What interested you in this?
It's just the kind of one of the pinnacles of technology, and it's that's what interested me in doing physics in the first place. And then seeing that the application of physics at its peak is engineering in the aerospace, and some of the components in the engine are in some of the hardest conditions they'll have to ever perform in, and working in that environment to try and push those boundaries. That's what interested me the most.
And what about you? I mean, what brought you into aerospace?
I think it's a kind of similar story to Adam. I was always interested in technology, always interested in the front end of it and pioneering technology, and who better to work for than Rolls-Royce in aerospace. It's one of the most prolific companies you can get, so I applied for it at an early age because I knew I wanted to do it.
From a Lego model to the real thing, and an industry praised by Technology Minister and Hampshire MP David Willetts.
Actually, we've got in Britain one of the world's biggest, most successful aerospace industries. We've got great companies that make the wings for the Airbus, obviously Rolls-Royce producing aero engines. We've got lots of suppliers, including in Portsmouth, where we make satellites, the ADS Astrium. No, so we're really good at this, and the coalition is backing these industrial sectors for the future.
Airbus are the headline sponsors of the Innovation Centre, which was put together by ADS's Samir Savani.
The Innovation Zone is really about connecting the supply side of innovation with the demand side. Now, the supply side of innovation, that's the universities. Demand side, that's industry, telling the universities what it is they want to see in terms of future generation of technology. We in the UK have some of the best universities in the world, however you measure that, and they want to showcase what they do to industry. Industry wants the latest technology and innovation coming through into their product lines, and the universities can be the first stage in that process.
What kind of companies are we talking about who are getting on board with this here?
Innovation is important to companies of every size, right from your primes like Airbus all the way down to the supply chain. Everybody has to innovate to get the next generation of competitive products onto their product line so we can compete with the other economies and grow in the global market.
And the important thing, which if you go back a few years, there was a lot of complaint about, that schools, universities, colleges, they didn't quite get what industry really wanted, did they? And maybe nobody was telling them.
I mean, I think if we define innovation broadly, it's not just the technology aspects, but it's also the throughput of innovative processes, innovative people, and the people and the skills part of this cannot be underestimated. Universities will be pushing through a bunch of bright people. They need to be skilled with the skills that industry is looking for, and again, getting universities and industries working together to define those programs is the only way we're going to get skilled people through our system into industry, and again, bringing those technologies through.
And Britain, of course, has always been good at innovation when you look at innovation as the development of something really new. And these skilled people from universities with the backing of these businesses could come out with stuff that next year we think is wonderful, that doesn't exist today.
Absolutely. We've got a heritage of innovation, Concorde, Harrier, even today in terms of Typhoon, and the very latest composite fan technology from Rolls-Royce. So we've got a heritage of innovation. The key is to pull that through. We've got a great science base, in terms of citations per pound put into the education system. We are off the scale even compared to the US, so we are completely successful on that metric. It's the pull through that really matters. We need to get those innovations into technology, into companies, into products, and the pull through is what innovation is all about, and that's what the Innovation Zone is all about.